Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an economy run, which is a little bit different for my channel, and it's an economy run on quite an uneconomical car. It's my BMW M5 V10 E60 model. I've got a 270 mile round trip to do from Sevenoaks in Kent to Nailsworth up in the Cotswolds, and I'm just going to be driving normally. I'm not going to be trying to get massive miles out of it. I just want to see what it's really like to live with the V10 and how many miles per gallon you really get out of it. I've had it for quite a while, but I don't use it very often. Now, being that it's the only car I've got that's ULEZ compliant, I'll probably be using it a bit more. So it'd be nice to work out how many miles I'm actually getting out of the most uneconomical car I own. Thank you for watching, and let's go and get some fuel. Okay guys, so that's us all filled up with fuel. So it took 22 litres. I had just over half a tank in there, and yeah, so we've got full tank now, absolutely brimmed to the top. It's a Friday morning, so traffic is a little bit questionable. It's about 135 miles to where I'm going in Nailsworth, and traffic is a little bit dodgy on the M25. So this is going to be a mixture of A roads and motorway driving. So I'm not going to be driving hard, I'm not going to be driving slow. It's just going to be a normal sort of drive really, and just to see how it performs day to day. I'm not expecting miracles, but I've never calculated it 100%, to see what it actually does on a run. I estimate around town it's around about 12 to the gallon, something like that, but we'll soon find out. So I'm going to take my time, have a slow drive up there. I'll have a break halfway up, see what traffic's like. Hopefully we don't get stuck in any gridlock and have to idle for sort of an hour or 2 hours. That's not good with these cars. Even idling, they seem to drink fuel. So if we're moving, I think it won't be too bad, but we'll see. So I'm going to reset the trip now and we'll get on our way. Okay, so that's the average MPG is now reset. So it's going to recalculate on our trip. According to Google Maps, we've got about 135 miles to go. So round trip is 270 miles. Now, according to the computer, we've got 271 miles of range in the tank. Now, this isn't a very big tank, it's only about 70 litres, and I have heard of people only getting around about 200 miles to a tank out of these, so it'd be interesting to see if we can make it on one tank. I must admit, I'm not convinced, but we shall see. So yeah, trip's reset, all's okay. So yeah, let's get going. I'll catch up with you later in the journey. Hey guys, so you're joining me at Reading Services. I've done 67 miles so far. It's been a bit of slow going, to be honest. Lots of Friday afternoon traffic. I actually didn't go on the M25 for the first leg. I took the A roads, so that made it a bit of a slow stop-starty sort of drive, so not the most economical run really. I've just joined the M4 and I stopped for a quick break. Now I'm going to show you my average miles per gallon at the moment. Okay, as you can see, the range is now, although I've done 66 miles, the range is about 240, which to be honest, with the traffic I was in, isn't particularly bad. And apparently I'm averaging 18.3 miles per gallon at the moment, and that's without any motorway miles so far. So we'll see how we get on. As you can see, I've used just over a quarter of a tank of fuel there. So let's see how we get on. I've got 64 miles to go to my destination, and then obviously I've got to try and make it the whole way home, which is another 130 miles. So can the old V10 do it on one tank? Let's see. I mean, it probably doesn't sound a lot to most of you, 260 miles return trip on one tank, but with 5 litre V10 it's not bad, and it's not a very big tank. So let's see how we get on. I'll give you an update later on. Okay, so we made it to Nailsworth. A bit of an up and down journey, lots of traffic, but once we got the M4 it was okay really. So we have done 131 miles so far, and we are down to exactly half a tank of fuel. So as you can see there, 131 miles, we are sort of dead on half a tank really, half a tank used. Miles per gallon, let's have a look. Still saying 174 miles to go, so if that's right, we'll easily get home with that. And we're averaging 20.1 miles per gallon according to the trip computer. Now I'm going to work this out at the end of the journey. I'm going to go back and refill the tank and then work out exactly how much we've used. So I'm going to see how accurate that calculation there really is. But 20 miles per gallon, to be honest, I don't think that's bad out of a V10. And you know, it's not, I haven't been driving really easily, you know, taking it easy and, you know, nailing every gear change. I've just been driving normally really. So we'll see. I'm pretty impressed with that, if that is anywhere near right. But yeah, I guess we'll see on the way home. We're actually, if you look at that, it was just under the halfway, that fuel gauge. So yeah, if we get a real nice run, we might do it on one tank, but we'll see. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I'll take up the video again in a couple of days when I'm on my way home. Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2 days later. I'm just about to leave Nailsworth. Just been to a little car show, a bit of a classic car show, some nice interesting cars there. Actually saw a steam car from the 1920s, which was quite unusual. But time to get on the road now. It's 10:30 on Sunday morning, so hopefully the traffic won't be too bad. We've got 135 miles to cover and we are reading half a tank of fuel. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to give you a quick little video of the range on the car and the MPG reading, and see what it's like when we get home. Okay, so we're showing 174 mile range, which should be plenty. You know, I've only got about 135 miles to travel, so that should be enough for us. But we'll see, that can soon change. I mean, traffic kills the economy on these things. According to the trip, we're averaging 20.1 miles to the gallon. So it'd be interesting to see if that goes up or down on the way back. Hoping to keep it on the motorway. As I say, I'm not driving, you know, particularly easy. I'm not driving like really fast. I'm just driving normally. So let's see how we go on. guys, we're back where we started. We're back at Tesco's, back to fill up with fuel. We've made it on one tank. We're pretty much on fumes. We've got about 10 miles of range to go. We had a little bit of trouble coming back. The M3 was fine, but we couldn't go on the M25. We had to avoid that completely and take all the A roads. So added about an hour to the journey, and it didn't help our fuel consumption either because there was a lot of traffic. But yeah, we made it back. I'm going to show you the trip. So as you can see, the fuel light is firmly on. We've got 11 miles of range to go, and we have averaged, let's have a look, we've got 11 miles of range. We have averaged for the entire trip 20.6 miles according to the car's computer, and we've covered 264 miles in total. We're back at the exact same filling station that we filled up out on the way. We're going to go back, we're going to brim the tank again and see how my calculations work out compared to what the car is telling us. So if it's 20 miles per gallon, to be honest, for a big V10, I wouldn't be, you know, upset with that. It's probably more than I was expecting to get. And you know, 10 cylinders, 5 litre, there's been a lot of traffic, and also I've had the aircon on pretty much the entire journey because it's been about 28 degrees all weekend. So I'll be happy with that. So let's get some fuel in it and work out the MPG. Okay guys, so a couple of days later now, and I've worked out the results. We've got 63 litres of fuel we used, so 63 litres of fuel in total over 264 miles. I worked that out to be 19.05 miles to the gallon. So the car wasn't far out on what it was telling me. It was telling me about 20 mpg. Of course, that is an average. So 19.05. Yeah, I don't think that's terrible really. I know it's probably nothing by modern M5 standards, you know. I don't know what they get to the gallon, but I'm guessing it's probably at least 10 miles to the gallon more. So I'm pretty happy with that. So guys, if you're looking for a ULEZ compliant option, turns out a V10 BMW M5 is fine going into London. So yeah, I highly recommend one. You know, they've got their issues. They definitely have. You know, they are renowned for being one of the more unreliable BMWs. And I must admit, when I got this one, the engine was knocking. So it took quite a bit of work to get it back on the road. But ever since then, you know, it hasn't been bad. I mean, yeah, I had to completely rebuild it to get it there. But hey, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope it's been informative to some of you. It'd be quite interesting to see what we could do if we could get the car on a clear run on the motorway. I reckon you could probably get it up to around about 25 to the gallon. I reckon that might be possible. You know, it'd be interesting to see. I might have to try that one day. But for now, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe.
Isn't that amazing? That'll be the most interesting car here, though. And I've got one of them.
I was going to say.
What an amazing vehicle. Wooden spokes.
You can see the water pouring out the exhaust.
Yeah.